Well, hey fellers and fellas, this here is Rick Wilson. But if you've been following my channel, you know that. Look here, I'm gonna just bring you up to date on some things, and then we may do a couple of things, but I've been given orders to take it easy a little bit. As you might know, I had a little mini stroke, and so they're going to put, just got the call actually a few minutes ago, they're going to put a stent in my neck. Apparently I've got 85% blockage. So everybody involved tells me I need to slow down a little bit. How many of y'all think that I'm going to do that? Well, I am going to slow down a little bit, but you know how it is. I did say one thing. If I've got 85% blockage in this side of my neck, what if I pushed on this side of the neck? Would I... I'm just kidding. Would I faint? I don't know. Hey, look here. Y'all hang around, see what I'm going to do. It'll probably be something stupid. Okay? Love you guys. Oh, wow. And when I looked it up, see how many people, I've got almost, I think I've got 695? 5 more people, 700. That's pretty good, I think. Appreciate it. Hey, look here, y'all. Come on back, all right? Just to bring you up to date here, I have been working on the truck a little bit, which I wasn't supposed to be doing, but I did. In fact, I've been doing quite a few things I wasn't supposed to be doing, so don't tell on me, okay? All right. So, well, one of the things was once I got this on, there, I'll let you see too. Once I got this thing on, I wanted to get it bolted down. So I did. I never throw away anything, so I found this plate, and the washers and everything seemed to fit perfectly. So I made some bolts out of some J bolts because nobody had any long enough. So I just welded a nut on top and then put me some washers under there and went through. Here's a piece of big thick rubber, and it goes through the goes through the frame. Did that over here as well. You know what, we haven't had any rain in a very, very long time, and I hear thunder in the background. Of course, because I must want to record. All right, so here's the same thing up here. This one, I don't have the bolt under it yet, and you can imagine why. But anyway, I've got to hook my electricals up. Finish getting this bolted down, but that's just to let you know kind of where I am. This is that piece of wood that I used to get the thing on there. You saw me and PeaRoy back there, and when I was sitting on this, I had to put this piece of wood under there. So anyway, let's see here, let's put this back. I gotta make me another one of those to go over here on this side. As you can see, that shouldn't be too hard, I would think. Yep. Huh. Yep, I hear it thundering. that would be because I decided that I was going to wash my trucks. So I get, you see it needs washing bad. And I was going to do that. I'm probably not going to get able to finish what I was going to do, but I wanted you to see, I did get tires for my Jeep. I was going to, just fixing to, and still might, however, it's thundering quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of thread on them, and they are, I got the rims and the tires, I want to say for 200 bucks. Yeah, you know, I don't know if you've been pricing tires and wheels. Well, I don't know about wheels, but this side looks a whole lot better. But man, look at how much tread is left on these tires, man. I mean, they're like new. And anyway, so I couldn't pass that up since I needed the other wheels and tires that I had. Well, the wheels, well, obviously not the wheels, but the tires were dry rotted. They've been on there so long. And man, these are just awesome. But anyway, the problem with them was I had them other ones on there for so long. Y'all hear that? They had rusted on there. And every one of those nuts that I had on there were lock nuts. What do you call it? You know, they're keyed, so theft-proof keyed locks, whatever. Anyway, man, I dealt crazy getting those things off, but I finally got them off, and I ended up having to buy all new nuts, and I put new nuts on there, and got them on there, and I just love these things. Now, I have not been driving this truck too much, but I've got another set. These are 32s, and I blew a tire out when I first bought this truck, and these are 33s over here. These are 33s, and man, that truck, it was very difficult since I've got like a 1.4 four-cylinder motor in it for it to push those. I couldn't get my truck up past, what, 60, 65 miles an hour. That was crazy because those tires are so big. I'll tell you about those in a minute. But these are 32s. They're not quite near, well, they're not near as wide as those. And this truck pushes them real good. I've got a 3-inch lift on here, and man, I'm loving it. I really like it a lot. As you can see, this truck has been sitting for a while. I don't know if you can see how it's quite dirty. So what I was going to do is blow it off first, and then take my high pressure to it. At least that's what I'm going to try to do. All right. Wait a minute, I didn't get through. Those tires over there are actually tires and wheels that I bought for the Bronco. These are the size tires that I have on the Bronco. However, these are in extremely good shape, and I actually bought these for the Jeep, not the Bronco. And who would have figured, see it says Jeep on them, who would have figured I actually bought these for that Jeep I was just telling you about. These are 17s, however, the ones on the truck are 16s. So they did not fit, even though it was 6. These are, 5 pattern, that one's 5 pattern, they're just too big. But I bought them knowing that if they didn't fit the Jeep, that I could pull them off of these rims, because these are the same tires that are on my my Bronco, which my Bronco is over there. And my Bronco needs tires real bad. These have got at least 50,000 miles on them. But you know what? I was very impressed that there is still that much tread on them. Really. But it's time for them to be replaced. And so those in the back of that truck are the ones that are going to go on there. And if you know anybody that needs some 17-inch new rims that does have the cinders in them, I have some, and buddy, will I make a deal for you. Alright, so anyway, let's get to whatever I'm gonna do before it rains. Bored yet? By the way, I'm not going to complain if it rains because we haven't had any rain in a while. My grass is crunchy, so it's about time for some. Okay, just so you know, the second I broke out the suds, it started raining. So, if you ever want it to rain at your house, make sure you don't just wash the car, make sure you break the suds out too. sun came out, as you can see, and the rain went away, and I was able to wash my Jeep, and with them wonderful tires on there, I just love those things. And this side even looks better because they're painted better, actually, I think. Here we go. Yeah. All right. So there it is. It's got one little hiccup right there. One little. I didn't put it there. It was there when I bought it. But other than that, well, fellers and fellettes. Well, fellers. I'm sorry. Well, fellers and fellettes, first of all, let me say I appreciate your prayers, and I feel every one of them. So things have been going good for me. I'm going to have my surgery on the 30th of September. I found out that I'm going to actually have a stent put in, which is less invasive. That's what I've been praying for. That's what we've been praying for, that it'll go good. I was very apprehensive, I guess. I'm not sure what the word would be. I'm just no country boy. Of being opened up all the way down my neck and then cleaned it out. You know, I was very apprehensive of that. But however, I already have a stent in my heart, and that went well. In fact, man, technology is something else. I actually watched him put it in my heart. I was awake the whole time. I don't know if we're going to do this one that way or not. All I know is God's in control, and it will go the way that He wants it to go, because that's what we want. We want everything to go in according to God's plan. Now let me say this about my truck. I didn't get to this part of it. It is running now. I did get it running. Thanks to Jeffrey. I did test the points and everything, and I was getting fire there, but only 9 volts. And so there had to be some kind of bad connection or something somewhere. So I found a couple, and I replaced some crimps, got it back up to 12 volts, and it still wouldn't crank. So I did the matchstick trick, paper matchstick, to set the points. She fired off. So I thank you for that. And I appreciate everybody's comments on that. I thank you for the other. I think I've got 695. So I went up 20 in just a week. So I thought that's pretty sensational, I thought. But anyway, I just can't believe there's that many bored people in. I'm playing. I know. If anything else, I'm getting the benefit more than you are, because I've got that many people praying for me. So hey, what do you do, right? I'm going to take I haven't ridden my Jeep out in a while. I'm fixing to go do that. Maybe hit a dirt road or two and have fun doing that. I'm going to try to sit down and relax. But I want some excitement in my life, right? Anyway, I don't know if you've been following, and I'm sure that you have, all this mess that's been going on in our society. You know, if the only thing that came out of Charlie's death was the acknowledgement of Christ, then he spent a good life. And here's the thing. I'm going to read something here 1 Corinthians 1, 9 and 10. And this is how we apply it to our life. Okay, this is how a Christian reacts to the current events of what's going on right now. And it's very easy to get sidetracked. It's very easy to get like the sinners. You know, we pray for sinners too. I'm a sinner. And those people that are off track are only because Satan has led them that way. Okay. All right, listen to this. God is faithful, by whom ye were called unto the fellowship of his Son, Jesus Christ our Lord. Now I beseech you, brethren, may my name of our Lord Jesus Christ, let me back up. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgments. Okay? So the lesson there is don't be quick to judge. Be of the same mind. Have Christ's mind, his mindset. You know, I hate to go back to that old cliche that everybody used to wear on their arm, but what would Jesus do? That's why it was so powerful. Step back before you react and ask yourself, am I fixing to react in God's will? Am I fixing to do what Jesus would do? And if you're not, if you're letting emotions take over, then you're letting Satan sit at the table with you. Okay? Hey, we all do it. We all fail. Listen. Get up, knock yourself off, keep going. God is powerful. One more time. God is powerful.
Hey, Mr. Rick, don't forget to tell them not to litter. It ain't pretty.
Okay, I will, PeaRoy.
Tell them to be sweet.
All right.
That airplane sure is loud, ain't it, Mr. Rick?
Yes, I think they can hear that airplane. I don't know. Anyway, please don't litter. It just ain't pretty. Okay?
Tell them to be sweet.
Yes, also be sweet. Okay? And do something for God this week to let him know that you love him back. Okay? Okay? I try to always end with that because it reminds me that, hey, you know what? I love God. He does something for me constantly. Now let me do a little something for him to let him know that I love him back. Okay? Hey, thank you so much for dialing in. Know that I love you. Be praying for me because I'm praying for you as well. Pray for my wife. Pray for my kids. I'll pray for your wife and your kids and your husband that they're in the will of God. Okay? All right. Y'all be sweet. Did I say that already?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Hey, PeaRoy, how you doing, buddy?
I'm pretty good, Mr. Rick. How about you?
That's good.
Yeah. You heard the good jokes lately?
Well, yeah, I've heard a couple of jokes.
Well, there.
Just remember, these are dad jokes now, all right?
Okay. All right,
As a
that's
matter of
dad
fact, we've had a couple of them sent in.
You don't
And
mean.
let's see if I can remember which ones it was.
Okay.
All right, this one was sent in by Jimmy Wilson. Or
That's your
James
brother.
Wilson. Jim
I know
Wilson.
who that is.
He's my brother.
Uh-huh.
He said, now remember, these are dad jokes, all right?
Bad joke. Yeah, bad joke.
Yeah. So, he traded his rooster in for a duck.
A duck.
And now, he wakes up at the quack of dawn.
Oh! A duck.
Yeah,
Quack.
I know.
Yeah, I get it. That's funny. It's a dad joke.
All right. This is sent in by Tammy. She sent in one last week, if y'all remember.
Oh, yeah.
Or whenever.
I know, Tammy.
Let's see here. Tammy says, what do you got in your what do you got if you're holding 10 rifles in this hand and 10 ducks in this hand?
My goodness.
You got mighty big hands. That's what you got.
You're right about
yeah,
that.
I know. That's crazy, buddy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, these are dad jokes. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see here. All right, so what did the left eye say to the right eye?
Left eye to the right, I don't know. What?
You know, something smells in between us.
Oh. No, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Speaking of, how come the teachers is always hollering, y'all are making me so mad I'm going cross-eyed?
I don't know, mine always did, but I don't know why. Why?
Because she couldn't control her pupils. That's
right. It was her fault then, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was her fault. Kind of crazy. Hey, what kind of music does a windmill like?
What kind of music does a windmill like? Can't say.
Well, the windmill said, well, I'm a big heavy metal fan, of course.
Heavy metal fan. I get it. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Heavy metal fan.
Yeah.
All right, this is the last short one.
Okay.
What do you call a bee that can't make up his mind?
What do you call a bee that can't make up his mind?
A maybe.
A maybe.
Maybe.
I don't.
Okay, so that's all of the short ones, all right?
That's pretty good.
Now you tell your short one.
All right. Well, one time there's this restaurant named Karma.
No, I guess I didn't ever hear of that. Karma, huh?
And they didn't have a menu because you just got what you deserved.
Oh. They got what they deserve. Okay. All right. That's good. Give me a dare.
Yeah. All right. Well, I was horrified when I got home and my wife told me that wasn't my 6-year-old. Well, she said, you ought to pay attention when you're picking them up at school.
He brought home the wrong kid, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I can understand why he'd be upset. Yeah. All right, give me that.
All right. Which branch of the military accepts little babies?
Which branch of the military would that be?
Well, that would be the infantry.
I get it.
Yeah. All right, what do you call a bunch of rabbits that's backing up?
Well, I don't know. What do you call a bunch of rabbits backing up?
A receding hairline.
Receding hairline.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty funny right there. I don't care who you are. Yeah. Okay, look here. Why don't you tell your long joke?
All right, well, I'll tell my long one, and then you tell your long one, all right? All right, well, one time there's this airplane, and they was carrying a whole bunch of people, you know, passengers and all.
Yeah.
And I don't know where they was going to, you know, it was a long trip, but little old Johnny over there, he was running all up and down the aisles and hollering and screaming. He couldn't have been 8 years old.
Oh,
He was
my
hollering
goodness,
and
you
screaming.
can't say.
And getting in everybody's way, making everybody, the whole place was messed up, you know what I mean? Everybody was all upset. And I've been on them.
Oh, yeah.
Them trips like that when people won't let their kids shut up.
Yeah. Parents just don't let them do what they
I'm sure
want to
that
do.
you haven't, and I'm sure that you're okay.
Oh, no.
But
Been there, done that. Yeah.
It messes with them.
Yeah, it does.
So, it's about time, you know, usually it's about time for them to push the coffee cart down the middle of the aisle. So she's handing out coffee here and there, and here comes little Johnny running. BAM! And hit the cart, and all the coffee goes everywhere.
Oh, my
You know, little Johnny, he just backs up and looks at it, and she says, hey, look here, Johnny, why don't go through that door right there and go out and play?
Oh, that's funny, right?
Go out and play.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny right there.
Yeah,
All right.
I know.
You want me to tell mine now?
All right, you tell yours now.
All right, well, one time there was this businessman, see, and he had his office painted. And when he went in there, the air conditioner and all wasn't on for some reason. I don't know, but that fella that was painting, he had on 2 hoodies. He's painting, you know. And the fella said, look, I want to ask you something. He said, how come, it ain't none of my business, but how come you wearing 2 hoodies? And he said, well, he said, look right here on these instructions. It says, make sure you use 2 coats.
You gotta be kidding me.
2 coats.
It's hard for me to remember. These are dad jokes. That's right. You're right. All right, well, look here. I'm going to go ahead and get back to working on this. I've got to tighten up some of my posts here, and I think she's running pretty good. So, all right, then. What are you doing?
I'm just tightening up the wires here, too. I'll be through in a minute. Yeah. It's going to run good.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it, PeaRoy.
You welcome.
All right.
You welcome.
All right, well, look here. I'm going to keep on to this, you keep on to that, and we'll get her done, all right?
We'll get her done. Hey, look, everybody else, thank you for tuning in. We'll talk to you later. Okay. All right, then.